Hi, Sandy Ledoux from Ledoux Designs, and today I want to share with you the new release that just came out on October 4th. It's active in the shop right now, so come down the rabbit hole into a magical wonderland with me, and let's get started. So here we go. Our first stamp set that we have for you guys is called Down the Rabbit Hole, and it looks like this. This is our amazing new design. So you, along with the regular stamps, you get sentiments and you get these extra elements that I think would be fabulous for making a background. This one is solid fill and this one is open in case you want to change the color of your hearts. So I'm going to move that aside. I'm going to show you just the card off to the side. This is what it looks like. It says Queen of Hearts, let your adventure begin. Imagination and persistence can make the impossible possible. And then here's a card sample that I used some of the elements on. I stamped 2 of the cards. I love the cards. They make me happy. So this is one sample of that design, and we'll get to more as we get through the other products that we have. So stamp set number 2 is Tea Time Madness. Looks like this. It's got a really cute hatter and a really cute little cat here. When you flip it over, I wanted to point out that the cat does not have stripes on it. So that is done with Copic coloring. So make sure you're following our YouTube channel. So when I do that coloring video, you'll be able to see that as well. This one is open, so you can color in your own word smile. And then the sentiments for this one say, if you can't find the bright side, I'll sit with you in the dark. And I may be late for your birthday, but I'm right on time for your unbirthday. So this is set number 2. And I will sit this off to the side so you can see this set while I show you the cards that I have. So I have this one where they're getting ready to have their little tea time. So cute. And then I have this one where we have the Hatter in the Mushroom Village. It looks a little gloomy, so I used the if you can't find the bright side, I'll sit with you in the dark, because I thought it looked a little bit on the eerie side. So we have that one. I also added a little bit of the extra paper, reverse side of the paper on the inside of the card, just for a little bit of extra decoration. Are you excited yet? I bet you guys are loving this. So next we have our paper pad. So this is the paper pad. Whenever you get a paper pad from Ledoux Designs, always the sample of the cards on one side are at the top and the flip side are on the bottom. So there are 6 different designs on the one side and then 6 more on the other side. So for example, I will show you what the papers look like. This is the one that's in this upper corner right here. This is what it looks like. And this is the flip side of that, so that you can see what these look like. Here is the one we had on the Hatter card. So that one is right here. I will show it to you again so you can see it. This one that I used, that paper pad. And then the flip side is this one, which I had on the inside of the card. When I had an extra portion of the card, I flipped it over for the inside. Then we have this one with some pansies on it, because I can draw my own pansy faces. I thought that would be cute. And then on the back, it's purple. And then the next one I have is the Queen's Castle. with a pathway up to it. And on the flip side, it's red. Then this one right here is, I did it in the sense of painting the roses red. So one side is white, one side is red. When you flip that one over, it has a unique design on here with all of the suits from cards. So you get the hearts and the spades and the clubs and the diamonds all in one spot. So I do have a card a little bit later that I'll show you that has some of this design used on it. The last paper is this one with the tea party, and that's the one that I used in this card. So it builds the whole background for you. The way that I like to design these paper pads is to give you one side that matches with the designs that are releasing in that current month, and then the flip side is that you could use for anything that you need, so, or anything that you want to create. So I like to design them like that so that you can use it for so many things. So that is the paper pad, and it is called Whimsical Wonderland. And as an extra bonus for the back side of the front cover of the paper pad, there's always a design on the back. Well, I say always, there was one set that they missed it in printing. So the very first one did not have a design on the back side, but from now going forward, there'll always be one extra design on the back side of this. So you get to use everything in there. So don't throw this away. The black one is on the back. So I think this one will look really good with the red, and you can do the red and black. So there you go. That is the paper pad. And next we have the first stencil. So it looks like this. In this, the way it's in the packaging, you can't really see all of the detail of the second layer. So what I wanted to do was pull it out and show you. This is the first layer that you can see. It's the hearts and diamonds from the suits, so it's called Royal Suits. And then the second one is all of the other suits, so the clubs and the spades. And they layer up very nicely on top of each other, so you can color this one in black and then replace it with this one in red, and they layer on top of each other, so you don't have to worry about coloring over the other color or anything. So you can do them either way. You can also make them as a border or whatever you want. So I'm going to show you some samples. This is the red and black done on just a plain scratch piece of paper. And then if you want to, you can also fit them around the edge of a card. So you could do them this way. You just have to turn this stencils in that direction, or you can do them this way, and that way you also have a border that you can build with this stencil set. That we usually have 2 stencil sets in the release, so this is the second one, and this one is called Twisted Checkerboard. So it looks like this, and you can rotate it around with different colors and make a cool rainbow look. I used several colors on this card within the same boxes. So I put on just a little bit of red, and I just kind of splotched it in there. And then I came back in with a light pink, and then again with like a color that's peachy, like this one right here. And I did them all in the same boxes so that you kind of get a variation of color in there. Some look darker, some look lighter, and that's how I came up with that effect. So I really, really like that. So this one is super fun. I can't wait to play with it because you can rotate it all around and make all kinds of cool stuff with that. So while I'm talking about stencils, I want to also show you another new product that we have coming out this month. It's called the stencil guides. They look like this. There are 4 of them in there, although you could get away with just using 2 at a time. but we gave you 4 just in case. I generally use 2, and I put them on my sticky mat in the corner. So first I put the first one down, and then you put the stencil there. You place the second one. If you don't have a sticky mat, you would use tape to hold these down like that. And then that way, when you get ready to do the second stencil, you lift this one up and it shows you exactly where to place this one. So that is the reason for the holds. So if you do those really unique flower designs from some of the other companies where there's 4 or 5 layers, this is really going to help you line them up. That way you don't have to eyeball it or guess or make a mistake. So these are super easy to use. They're very helpful to have, and they're very inexpensive. So definitely I would grab these when you're in the shop and get yourself a set of those. So those just came out today. Okay, we have a couple of more new items that I want to share with you. This one is the ephemera. So I know that you won't be able to see all the pieces, but I will open it up so you can see a few of them. But you generally get 2 designs of each thing. So sometimes there's a few more, sometimes a few less, but basically what we do, these were hand colored by me and then made into ephemera. And I colored 2 sets. So one of them we flipped like this, so you get it in both directions. That way, if you want to use these like in a scrapbook or something to that sort, you'll be able to do that, and you won't have to worry about, oh no, this one doesn't go in the right direction. You have both directions. So each one colored a little different. You have both directions. This one also includes just the cat's face. So you could do like I did on my card, was I added the second face on top of the one that I made to make it dimensional. See how there's an extra cat face on top of there and tail? And those are in the ephemera pack, or you could stamp and make them yourself. There's also some sentiments and a few other things in there. So this is a pretty full pack of ephemera that we have in the shop. We have many other designs of ephemera in our shop, so you might want to check them out. They're very reasonably priced. Do you know the price? They're $3.50. So you get quite a few for a really good price. There we go. We'll just put those back in there. And then I have a sample right here. So there's that paper that I talked about. And I also cut some small pieces of it to make accents on my card. The other paper is from our last month's release, and so are the dots. So if you like those, you can check that out as well. It was the puppy and kitten release. So if you like cats and dogs, you might want to check that one out too. We also have some new shaker bits in the shop. So these really pair nicely with our release this month. There are cards in there and red and all kinds of really cool stuff. This is called Royal Flush, and I have used it in this card right here. So in the background is the red and white roses, and there's all the shakers in there floating around. So I love how this card came out. Not only that, but also the shaker pouch that's on there. Those are in our shop as well. We make them here in-house, and we sell them in a kit of 4. So that'll make your shaker cards even easier. So when you pick up your shaker bits, you can pick up your pouches as well. We also have one more. Since we didn't necessarily do a Halloween release, I do have some Halloween shaker bits. These are called Hazardous. And as you can see, it's because there's like a little thingy in there that says toxic. There is candy, there are mummies, there are leaves, there is candy corn in there. It's all Halloween stuff. Oh, there. Oh, no, that's a flower. But that's what the mummy kind of looks like. I can't really find him right now, but yeah, there are some mummies in here, and this is all Halloween related stuff. So a news shaker for Halloween, and the one royal flush for the release. And then we have one more new item in the shop I want to share with you, and that is new resin dots that we have. This is a new style of resin dots, so you can see how it's pearlized on there. I know the glare is kind of rough, but and they're solid colored. So generally speaking, in our shop so far, most of our items have been more of a clear iridescent look, similar to this one. Oops, I dumped it over there. That's okay. My big fat fingers. I should have used my tweezers. But anyway, let's see if I can lay them on my fingers so you can see them. See how they're kind of clear and you can sort of see through them? So they sometimes change the color based on what you put them on. And I really love those, but I wanted a few that were solid. So here's our purple that you can see through. Clearly, I like the purple because I used a bunch of them. And now they're solid like this. So if you place these down on your paper, you will not be able to see through them. They will hold their true purple color with the pearly look in them. And then these are some of the ones we have in the shop. They just released it previous months. There are some really amazing ones in there, like this one that has, it's like clear with a blue glitter on it. So a little bit harder to see down that far, but there, maybe that helps. It's got some blue glitter in it. I clearly love that one too because it's almost gone as well. And just in case you were wondering what this was, this is our bling holder, and you can buy one or a set of 3. They link together so that they don't move around. See, they kind of lock together. And then you can also purchase a lid that locks on as well so that it doesn't come off. When you travel, you just put a couple of rubber bands around them, and when they get all shaken up like this in your bag, it's totally cool because they don't leave their spaces. So I love that. This is one of my favorite things in the shop because I like to travel with my bling, and this way I don't have to worry about it moving all around. We have one more new resin dots in the shop. This one is called Pearl, and it also has that pearlized look to it, but it's solid white. So it definitely won't change based on the card color that's underneath because it's a solid white. So I love that. It's called Pearl, and it is on this card. So you can see the pearlized look in it, but you can't see the card color underneath. So I really love those. I put it on several of the cards this time, and I just wanted you guys to see how it works in action. I didn't have the purple in time to make that one, but I also put the white on this one, and it has a dark background, so it shows you that you can't see through, but it does have that little bit of a swirly look, a pearl look. So it's pretty cool. I really like them. I hope you do too. You can get these in the shop. They're $4. There's 3 different sizes inside the packet. There's a large 6 millimeter. There's a medium 4 millimeter. And there is a tiny 3 millimeter one. And there's approximately 90 of them in here, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. We make them in-house. They're all handmade. And they're all handmade, so you can't get them anywhere else, only with us. So as a recap real quick, I just want to show you the cards one more time. I'm just going to lay them out so you can see how they work. This one has the see-through blue sparkly gems. That's the one with the white. There's another one, and I used that heart stamp set that's open for my background on here. So I thought that was pretty neat. This one is the blue clear. This one has the shaker bits in it, which is super fun. This one has the blue clear and it's using the paper pad. This one has our pink clear ones. So clearly I use a lot of dots. I really, really love the dots. They make me super happy, and I thought it would be helpful to be able to make them ourselves and sell them. And I love them. There's no sticky on the back. You have to use glue, but I use Barely Art glue, and it dries clear and invisible, so it doesn't affect any of the pictures. So that is the new release. Currently, right now, we have a bundle sale going on right now where you get the 2 stamp sets, the 2 stencils, the paper pad, and the ephemera at a 10% discount, so you can get all the items, and it's $49. So it's a great deal. You get a lot of stuff, $49. Super fun. I hope you love this release. Feel free to leave me a comment. Let me know what you think and if you like it, and any other comments you have. Also, if you're watching this on the YouTube channel, please like and subscribe. It really helps. We're trying to build the channel, and we love to have your feedback and to have you follow us. So thank you so much. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.